let's make this Little Shop of Horrors themed Wobble card with some of the new goodies from the Sassy Club. Now, sorry if I'm being a little tongue tied. I'm trying to get all of those words out. But this one, I just had to. I know this is really, really bad, but I had to make one of the scenes with the plant with Audrey 2 right here from the. This stamp set is called Hungry Plant, and it has several of the characters and also the sign. But I wanted to use the buildings from the Hood stamp set. It's a previous one. Right here. I wanted to see if I could use this in another way. You guys have seen me in the past use this one, color it, and then cut it in half, and this cloud stencil. But this time I'm going to use the building and cut it in half down the middle, as you can see right here. And I even added some like little cracks and some bricks and whatnot, because in the movie it's like the whole town, I mean like that part of town, it's like all run down. What is it? Not the gutter, what do they call it? I totally forgot. um I forgot what they call it. I watched the movie while I was making this. Anyway, Skid Row. That's what it is. See, I knew it would come to me. So here I am, and this is how I wanted to do it. I wanted to make a slimline card, but use the bottom of the buildings, so they're not too big. And I would go ahead and use the cloud stencil from the Sassy Club, and this green ink from this summer green ink from the Sassy Club. I'm trying to remember the color. I do apologize, you guys. And I just go ahead and use, yeah, it's summer green. I know it's all over the place because I'm super excited because this card is so wrong. I'm literally having Audrey to eat the dentist. So anyhow, but I go ahead and I just place the houses to see where I needed. So I'm only going to distress and use the ink blend. I'm looking for words, the edges and the center part of this card, because the rest of it's going to be covered. So many times do I make like a full sunset sunrise kind of situation, and let me know if you guys think the same, where you have all of this background, all of this, the grass, the hills, and none of it is seen because you then pile on a bunch of stuff. That's me on a regular basis. So here I am just doing the edge, the center, I mean both edges and the center with this cloud stencil, which is super easy because I'm just sliding it from side to side and getting it all set up with this summer green. It has this like green bluish kind of teal accent to it, so that's what I use it for. Actually, out of all the inks that I have, and I have several, this is the one that I use for my clouds, because I feel that when you do some ink blending and it's a little bit darker, you get the darker tones, the lighter tones, and it also blends out. It blends out a lot better than most of the other blues that I have. Anyhow, once you have it all set up and done, as you can see, I'm just over here just making a mess of this whole thing. And then I also like to take the ink blending tool, which these are also from the Sassy Club, and also work a little bit around all of the edge of the card. And this isn't a card front, this is just a full-on card base. Like I said, this is slimline, the 3.5 by 8.5, and I just go around the edge just to kind of soften up the edges. Again, all of this is going to be covered up anyway, literally all of it. And I could have put like a hill or ground or whatever, but that wasn't the focus of my card. So come along with me while I do the rest of this. And of course, as per usual, what do I need to have? Foam. Foam, dimensional foam, dimensional foam. The amount of foam that I use on these cards is ridiculous. So bear with me. I'm trying to use less and less. As you can see here, I only use 4 small squares. I mean, 5 squares on the corners and in the center. Mainly because before I would put on so much. This one is from Michael's, and of course I got it when there was a coupon because I'm not about to pay full price for that thing. And the only thing I don't like about this one is that the adhesive is super strong. And you can see my scissors, they get the adhesive and part of that foam on the scissors super easily. That's why sometimes I will put this foam on wax paper or on parchment paper. I lay it on there, I glue it to it basically, so I cut through it without it gunking up my scissors. Now, as I usually do with my cards, I like to move things around, try to see where everything is going to go first. Did I think about this earlier? Yes. Did I remember how I wanted it? No. So I'm sitting here and just trying to place everything where it's going to go. Now, on the Seymour, he actually has a little Audrey 2 in his hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bigger one in front, so you kind of can't see it. Anyhow, now I'm adding, and I did make another little Shop of Horrors themed card, and that one has the full building, and that one you'll see as well. I'm not sure if I'm posting that one first or this one. I don't remember. But anyway, here I am. Now what I did is on this one, I did a little bit of masking, and I stamped extra of those little arms that are away from the lip, and then I just colored them in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap them around the dentist, you know, the little psycho dentist from the movie. And again, I watched the movie while I was making these cards, so I was super inspired at the moment. Now, whether it comes out or not, I do apologize in advance. But here I am just trying to figure out what I did, though. I did cut like little slits in between where the vines curl in the white space, so I could make sure that it looked like it was wrapping itself around the dentist. I totally forgot the name of the dentist, but here I am just gluing it from the back and the front, and I use the Scotch Tacky Glue. It used to be Scotch Quick Dry. I actually need a new bottle because this one is almost empty now. And I did stamp two of the arms, just to try to kind of finagle it and cover it. And I'm also trying to cover the part that I cut off from the actual plant. But because I'm going to go ahead and put this on a wobbler, as you guys saw at the beginning, and it's going to cover the existing arm of the plant. Anyway, I was going to cut into the mouth of the actual Audrey 2 stamp and put like have the legs just sticking out, but I decided not to. Sorry, I'm over here yapping so much that like real life. Now I'm gonna drink some water here. Now, so I get I get the vines wrapped around. And of course, this is the wobbler. These are by Hero Arts. I have two sizes. I have the mini one and I have the larger one, and I'll leave links in the YouTube video to where they're from. I get them from Amazon, and they come in a pack of 100 for like $20. Yeah, trust me, that's a super, super good deal. And you're probably thinking $20 is steep. Yeah, but if you guys have seen, I use these on so many stamps. I mean, on so many cards. Sometimes I'll have two wobblers on one card. But here I am. You just take the backing from the plastic side, from the little acetate side, and then the white plastic side goes on the actual card. And here I am just testing, make sure that it is wobbling and wibbling. I'm now going to just set up my card. I'm adding the buildings. Now, if you notice, the one on the right is a little wonky. Yes, you did catch that. That's why when I'm putting on the gray one, I lifted it to look at me, to face me, I mean. And then I'm like, this does not look right. As you can see, I'm just like not really doing much, but I do actually take it off of the base. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensional foam on my characters. As you can see here, since I had 100% pressed everything super down, it hadn't adhered. But whenever you do this, you do want to take your time and go slowly so you don't rip up your paper. Because I said, the adhesive on this foam is super strong. And here I am, because it's a darker building than the other one, you could really see that it was super off. It was super way off. But anyway, and this is the same building. I just colored it, one with my N Copics and one with my N Copics and one with my E Copics. And here I am just trying to position Seymour behind Audrey 2, because I want the vine to cover up the one he's holding in his hand. And I do that also with the other card that I made. So now we're just trying to figure out where everything's going to go 100%. I did cut out the sentiment. Now, this stamp set does come with two sentiments. One says, "Feed me, Seymour," and the other one says, "Feed me cake and call me pretty." I just thought this one would be a lot funnier, as opposed to just using the "Feed me, Seymour." I thought it'd be funny because there's no cake in sight, okay? So here I am just trying to position everything, and I don't press it down 100% in case I have to move everything around. Again, some of these things have super, super strong adhesive, but I want to make sure I put this. Now, since I have the Munchkin sign, Mushnik, sign coming off of the roof of the top of the card, I don't want to have like anything else coming up because it'll take away from it basically. But here I am just trying to figure out where everything is, where everything's going to go. And again, the placing is very important. only because I have to cover up the little plant that he's holding underneath his behind the full-size plant. So we're just going to go ahead and start adhering things down and get things going, because, and let me tell you, I will always be pulling up pieces and parts, and it's absurd. As I'm putting the full-on plant on this card, I'm just, again, making sure I place everything. I actually realized that the foam that I put behind the plant, and this happens all the time, you can always fix this. I realized that it fell right here, right between the gap of the houses. No problem, easy fix. I just go and grab another piece of little foam tape. I'm going to add it without both backings, because it's, you can actually just do it without one of the backings and have it adhere to the card, but I want it all to stick together because there's going to be a lot of shaking, a lot of flicking, and everything on this card. Now we're just going to add the sentiment, and like I said, I did choose the feed me cake and call me pretty. I thought that was funny. So now our last little character, we're adding the dentist. Here we go. So it looks like, Audrey is choking the heck out of him. But here we are. Let me know what you think. Sorry for all my jibber jabbering, but I couldn't help myself. This card really excited me. I hope you guys like it. Check out the Sassy Club for this new release, and let me know what else you would like me to make.